under the ground, all the ghouls and the goblins playing around. Catch that number, the one all dripping in red. Something sticky coming out of her head, oozing out all over the bed. Someone will have to pay, the price won't go unsaid. Don't you wonder how they all got here? Isn't it clear? Hell never froze over. Say what? It's the devil's own peanut. It's fiery, 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 hot in that dang spot. There's witches brew in the cauldron pot. Welcome to the cookout. It's hot, hot, hot in that dang spot. It's hot, 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 hot in that dang spot. Follow that one with the pointed tail into the womb. He's got the jailhouse skeleton key to your room. Sleep on a bed, a broken glass, while nightmares plague your doom. This life ain't a bowl of cherries, it's more like a prickly pear. Ashes smeared all over your face and maggots in your hair. Don't you wonder how they all got here? Isn't it clear? Well, hell never froze over. Say what? It's the devil's own feline. It's fiery, 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 hot in that dang spot. There's witches brew in the cauldron pot. Welcome to the cookout. It's hot, hot, hot in that dang spot. It's hot, 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 hot in that dang spot.
How hot?
It'll make your fingernails fry.
How hot?
Your gums will liquefy.
How hot?
It'll pop your eyeballs out.
So hot.
It'll make your brain freak out. It's hot, hot, hot in that dang spot. It's hot, 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 hot in that dang spot. Piles and piles of putrid flesh rotting underground. Bloody noses, bloody nails, and decomposing arms. Feed them all with lots of gore. Blackened flesh is devil's spore. Spew the fruits of fresh decay, and I do see another day like this. Don't you wonder how they all got here? Isn't it clear? Well, hell never froze over. Say what? It's the devil's own blood. It's fiery, 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 hot in that dang spot. There's witches brew in the cauldron pot. Welcome to the cookout. It's hot,
Hot, hot
in that dang spot. It's hot, it's hot, 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 hot in that dang spot. It's hot, H-O-T. It's hot. It's hot. It's Halloween.
All of our songs have lyrics just like that.
If only.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm Stephen, Danielle, Fabiva, and
Woody.
Oh yeah, Woody.
Mimi. Better known as Mr. Woody at school. And Yehuda in the Jewish community. Choose your favorite.
So we'll be playing back and forth original tunes by Woody and myself. And this one is somewhat different than that last one, as are all of them. So this one is about the Anasazi culture, about which I know that my education was completely lacking. I don't know why. This ancient culture, a couple of thousand years, that thrived on the mainland was so almost forgotten. But anyway, it's called Desert Sentinels. Desert wind blows down the canyon, red brown sand pours off the rim. My feet are nearly in the river, my eyes climb up the shaded stone. Perched above the ancient ruin, holding back the eon stream, it calls down to me like a siren and beckons me to scale the past. Anasazi, they prospered here 1,000 years and keep the stones as dry as bones. Spirits watch the clouds for tears, yes, spirits watch the clouds for tears. Is steep, but I find their footholds ascending to the ancient room. It stores the corn grown far below me along the flood lane and hauled above. Anasazi, they prospered here 1,000 years and keep us stones as dry as bones. Spirits watch the clouds for tears, yes, spirits watch the clouds for tears. In the dimming firelight, a million questions come to mind. They rise with the smoke and join the stars. Stones, I feel their dry song that will whisper 1,000 years after I've gone. Anasazi, they prospered here 1,000 years and keep the stones as dry as bones. Spirits watch the clouds for tears, yes, spirits watch the clouds for tears. This is a cittern.
Oh, I wondered about that.
It's in the mandolin family. It's like a big mandolin. Only mandolins have 4 doubled strings, courses of strings. This has 5. So that twang.
This is the 4th concert that we have given here. We're very appreciative that the library has supported original songwriting. And for the most part, every single song in each one of these concerts has been not presented before. However, the song I want to sing now is a song about the separated and incarcerated children. And I sang it last year at this concert. And it is still going on. And if there's anything that a songwriter like myself, a folk singer, needs to do is to sing truth to power. Just in the paper this last week, the State Department let it be known that they had not accounted for an additional 1,500 kids. There are as many as 10,000 kids right now incarcerated. My parents ran from Michoacan to find the promised land. They had to flee the dealers and their brutal, cruel hands. And I remember bodies and my uncle Tito Ray, who died when he went walking. Looked in the wrong doorway. We fled the fear and screaming, random gunshots night or day. Peasants scattered one by one, the town in disarray. We couldn't pay, we had to leave and find a better way to take shelter from a human storm of profligate decay. So we paid a mule coyote to lead our little band across the torrid desert to the river Rio Grande. We tried to make the crossing in the still of the night, but the border guards, they caught us with their bright headlights. And now we sleep on the cold concrete, a dirty sheet for a blanket, some rotten meat to eat. We drink the taint of war, day by day it gets hard. Our hopes and all our prayers have been dispersed by all our fears, and all that's left, a bucket full of tears. And all that's left, a bucket full of tears. When we came to this land, hand in hand with each other, our lives as yet unplanned, looking out for one another with all the love we shared, and counting beads on rosaries, not knowing if we made it, with the hope being free. But the men in fancy uniforms with barking dogs in tow, they led us to some buildings with barbed fence and lights aglow. There were frightened children with us whose lives were now derailed, and my little baby sister collapsed in fearful wail. And then they took us to a plaza where all the people knelt and prayed. And then the guards took our parents to a shuttered brown stockade. My sister started crying and collapsed in hapless pain, and she never ever saw our parents, not once again. And now we asleep on the cold concrete. A dirty sheet or a blanket, some rotten meat to eat. We drink the taint of water day by day. It gets hard, and we don't know where our mama or our papa disappeared. And all that's left's a bucket full of tears. Full of tears. Full of tears. And all that's left's a bucket full of tears. And then they put us on a city bus, then drove off through the heat. When we looked out the windows, there was only tumbleweed. My sister clutched my hand so tight, my fingers they turned white. And she cried, cried the whole day long. And half a dreaded night. Such traumatized children on a bus to who knows where. Their vacant stares accosting us from the depths of their despair. We finally got to where we didn't know and no one cared. 'Cause all there was guards and dust. Not one of us was spared. And now we're standing on the cold concrete, a dirty sheet for a blanket, some rotten meat to eat. We drink the taint of water day by day. It gets hard. Our lives forever marred, forever scarred for all our years. And all that's left, a bucket full of tears. Full of tears. Full of tears. And all that's left, a bucket full of tears. And all that's left, a bucket full of tears.
We need to take this to the White House.
Yeah, you do well. Okay, this tune is really about music and about how songs can affect us. And I'll go from there. Ready. My friend played for me a song I didn't know. I felt hypnotized. The singer seemed to open my door and whisper poignant lines. The first sip of wine warming the brain, reminding us to feel. Sometimes a song can be that way, a slowing of the wheel. The singer calls to me in the dawn, like the shore calls the sea. mental images, naked and profound, lead me out of time. The singer calls to me in the dawn, like the shore calls the sea, like the wave, the words of the song washing over me. Singing of mountains, melancholy spires that call like angels to our hearts. Birds burning softly, gentlest of fire, urge the waiting ones to start. The singer calls to me in the dawn, like the shore calls the sea, like the wave, the words of the song washing over me. The singer calls to me in the dawn, like the shore calls the sea, like the wave, the words of the song washing over me. Change of pace.
Yeah.
Now, my songwriting is everything. If any of you watched the recent PBS special on country, which basically country is the umbrella of all the musics of the United States. And Johnny Cash had a little thing there. Roseanne Cash wanted to be his daughter wanted to be a musician. He said, learn these 100 songs. And I looked at the list and I thought, gosh, I learned most of them. And I had already known them. And I thought, I look at my own songwriting. I got a little of this and a little of that. So this was a song I actually wanted to feature Danielle's wonderful voice, as you'll soon hear. This is like a jazz torch song.
I'm just lucky I get to sing it. I'm inconsolable. No use me trying to forget. Upset the card of no regrets. Excuse the whims, inch to the rim. These times are grim. Stepping out, heading across that bridge. Flip the key to the ignition switch. Up the driveway, not a look or a twitch of remorse. You're not changing course. I'm inconsolable. It's inescapable. There's no provisional take on what I feel. It's either take the hand you're dealt, or or steal another meal. I'm inconsolable, inconsolable, inconsolable. It's the way I feel. You've got your reasons, I've got mine too. But ne'er the twain meet twixt the two. The copy played, the credits frayed. The day turns into shades of gray. You walked out, a secret smile was on your face. I glanced your way, and all the traces are erased. I'm inconsolable, inconsolable, inconsolable. When you're not here, inconsolable. No use in trying to pretend. Walk down the road that never ends. It's way too late, gone through the gate, a desperate state. I'm inconsolable. It's irrefutable. Can't get a handle on how I feel. Floating free in this ordeal. It's so dark I cannot see just what is real. I'm inconsolable, inconsolable, inconsolable. My heart sheds tears when you're not here. My heart sheds tears when you're not here.
That half the speed we've been practicing.
It's a sad song.
It's actually a dance number. It's a disco song.
Yeah, that was no longer a nightclub court song.
Okay, another sharp left turn here.
Back to Stephen.
A number of you out there know this song, so you'll have to endure this story.
This is our favorite song of his, so we keep asking him to put it in the program.
I hate it. No, I like it too. It's really sort of in my wheelhouse. I studied medieval literature quite a bit, and so it's sort of in that world. But it comes from a time I was sitting out in the morning next to the lawn, not on it, because it was wet from the dew, and the sun was shining through it, and it was just the dewdrops on the grass were just sparkling. It was really pretty, and I was playing this sort of green sleazy kind of thing. And a monarch butterfly came and flew around my head for a while. So this song is about the butterfly. claims riches while gliding above, and a pauper I sit by the throne. Hail to the king as he sails on the wind. Golden black mantle won't say where he's been. My heart rises up as he passes me by. He won't take me with him to fly. It was to the west that I last saw him go, saying something about eucalyptus there grown. He bade me come forth and he looked in my eyes, saying, don't you forget when I die. Hail to the king as he sails on the wind. Golden black mantle won't say where he's been. My heart rises up as he passes me by. He won't take me with him to fly. Down by the sea the castle walls rise, and the boats of the monarchs are tethered nearby. Their council by night and their feasting by day. Then the sandcastle crumbles, 'twas only child's play. Hail to the king as he sails on the wind. Golden black mantle won't say where he's been. My heart rises up as he passes me by. He won't take me with him to fly. Hail to the king as he sails on the wind. Golden black mantle won't say where he's been. My heart rises up as he passes me by. He won't take me with him to fly. I always feel like I should roll my R's in that song. You have to raise these up.
Now, part of my writing always has been some cowboy songs. So, I tell you, I'm eclectic. We got a jazz torch song that didn't end up a jazz torch song. And so now you get a cowboy song from me. And it's about, a lot of my songs tell stories. And this is the story of the unsung cowboy that we don't know about, but is actually, taking the range. Hi, Rich. Boner. Slipping into town at the dawning of a break of day. Slouching low in the saddle with little nothing to say. Turn around and he's long gone as the sunrise makes its way up into the sky. On the trail so long, and this cowboy's got along with just a shirt on his back and a worn out sleeping sack, and the will to stay alive or just survive. He's not a cowboy for a night. No big Stetson hat, no boots spitting shine, no brand new pickup truck. You might just think he's down on his luck, just in from the trail. Oh, with the dust on his denim jacket and the dirt encrusted under his nails. He's not a man seeking any fame, but he's a walking country song just the same. He's just a walking country song with no name. Now the West was won by rugged men like this, spending years out on the trail, herding doggies, never getting any mail. The land and the man were free, the sky so vast, endless oceans of grass. Sleeping under the stars with the coyote, sleeping up at the moon, whistling the wordless tune of the day, or singing a simple song, never much to say. He's not a cowboy or a knight, no big Stetson hat, no blue spit and shine, no brand new pickup truck. You might just think he's down on his luck, just in from the trail. With the dust in his denim jacket and the dirt encrusted under his nails, he's not a man seeking any fame, but he's a walking country song just the same. He's just a walking country song with no name. Spending years living all alone, big sky country is the roof of his home. Etched lines on his stoic face, and the grid on his neck is just a state of grace. Read the map of the land in his calloused hands, the glint of his eyes high up on the saddle, with the world at his feet, sitting high on his seat, leaning hard on his horn and scanning the horizon for rain to feed the plain, thinking of exes and girlfriends and such stuff. And a cold one would be nice, but he's stuck drinking the dust, kicked up by the herd as they scour the bottom in times rougher than these. Skin tougher than leather, and dreaming of a change in the weather, searching for better pasture and scanning the horizon for rain to see the tips of the dead looking range. He's not a cowboy for the night, no big Stetson hat, no boots spit and shine, no brand new pickup truck. You might just think he's down on his luck, just in from the trail. With the dust on his denim jacket and the dirt encrusted under his nails, he's not a man seeking any fame, but he's a walking country song just the same. He's just a walking country song with no name. I'm sorry, Gloria. I knew this was here all along. You should just come. There is a chair over there next to Marita and Randy, if someone wants to sit down. Liz?
It is now. let's see. This song has actually never been played in public before. You may find out why. Speaking of libraries and such, last spring I was invited to teach at a literary conference up in Washington State, Vashon, and while I was there, they said, "Hey, we know you play music. How'd you like to give a concert in our big new hall?" I'm like, "Okay." And so this song comes from that week of being up there and hanging out with other musicians in the green room and listen to poets and stuff like that. It's called Friends with Time. We were sitting in the green room, waiting for the show, talking about music and life and making jokes. The singer, she said, "Well, me, I've been married 3 times." Well, what can I say? I'm an optimist and I believe in love. Yes, I believe in love. I'm just not sure that love is friends with time. Listening to a poet in a pub read her sad verse, an ancient romance veered from bad to worse, with searing introspection and the help of a tender new friend. She was trying to say, "I'm an optimist and I believe in love. Yes, I believe in love. And I sure hope that love is friends with time." Downstairs at the roastery, sipping brew we like the most, a pretty young dancer was there, learning the coffee roasts. She stood contrapposto with eyes alight for the stage. Her face was saying, "I'm an optimist and I believe in love. Yes, I believe in love. And I believe that love is friends with time." There's an apple blossom shower tree in our yard above the sea. Sunset through the flowers, we bathe in beauty.
No, it's not.
That was my fault.
I write songs about all sorts of different things in my life.
Talk about another extreme left turn.
But we're aware when we have partners, we bicker and we say things we don't mean to. And just so you know, the name of this song easily replaces trash talking.
Wait.
We're not ready over here.
I gotta have my trash references here. Okay.
Hit it?
Did it rip?
Give me pain in unnamed places. You play me a fool to my face. You're setting fires in empty places. The cost is too dear. My dear, please show some restraint. Hold back from the rat-tat-tat. Delay hunting down your prey. Smack down by your sneak attack. What if the answer is a solid maybe? Maybe this, maybe that. It's either tip or a tat. Oh baby, take it all back. Where you're at, girl, I got your number. It's a mismatch right from the start, 'cause I'm holding all the aces. Don't make a mistake and lead me on a steeplechase. It's way too easy to walk out the door when you're talking trash. Babe, I ask what for. Well, you're a trash talking mama. Wash your mouth out with soap. You're talking trash with your papa. I give you enough rope to hang it up on the line. Don't be wasting my time. Trash talking, trash talking, trash talking all of the time. Well, you're displaying in public places, leave me hang-dogging through my paces. You're pushing buttons, touching all of the places. The cost is too dear. My dear, please show some restraint. Hold back from another whack. Replay, stay out of the fray. You're dishing a whole lot of flack. You know the world thinks you're crazy. I'm crazy about this, crazy about that. It's either tit or a tat. Oh baby, take it all back. Where you're at, girl, I got your number. It's a mismatch right from the start, 'cause I'm holding all the aces. Don't make a mistake and lead me on a steeplechase. It's way too easy to walk out the door when you're talking trash. Babe, I ask what for. Well, you're a trash talking mama. Wash your mouth out with soap. You're talking trash with your papa. I give enough rope to hang it up on the line. Don't be wasting my time. Trash talking, trash talking, trash talking all of the time. And trash talking, trash talking all of the time. Trash talking, trash talking all of the time.
Surprised too.
I'll just be here for good company. Cheer you on.
Thanks.
And remind you about the pedal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the pedal.
I do probably need to retune here. I think it's this one here.
Now, what do you think? Do you think this is a pretty varied program of songs?
Keeping everybody on their toes. That's a good
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah.
So for the musician, this is a song that Stephen wrote in 2 time signatures, which is not that easy. And he was challenged to do it, and he rose to the challenge.
Actually, I went to a Jimmy Messina workshop, Jim Messina from Loggins of Messina and Buffalo
Springfield, and Poco.
And I wrote the song in 4/4 time, and there was just 15 of us in this little workshop, 4-day workshop. And he goes, "Oh, I like that song, but what if you played it in 6/8 instead?" And I'm like, "What?" Then the words wouldn't scan, you know? And then my friend who was there chimed up and goes, "Hey, Jimmy, what if you played the verse in 4/4 and then did the chorus in 6/8?" And I was just like, or the other way around. I was like, "Shut up." That's how it worked out. But the song is about, I was sitting on a beach in California watching the sailboats, and it was, you know where Carpinteria is, just below Santa Barbara? Carpinteria is Spanish for the carpenter shop, named by Portola or one of those guys. Because the natives the Chumash Indians were building canoes there on the beach. And so I was, in sitting there looking at the sailboats, I was thinking, well, what must it have been like back in 1541 or something like that, when these Spaniards came sailing up. You know, these guys are sitting, they're, making their canoe, and they go, one guy goes, "Dude, check out the big boat." And so they paddle out to read the news. Single sail on the sea sings a song that's haunting me. Sunset flashes to green, seems to come from history. But what it knows, what it means, a Spanish ship out on the sea. Enchanted nights, fearsome days, so far away, standing in dusky glare, ancient ones in wonder stare, pushing out their canoe. They must read the sunset news, but heaven knows what it means, the Spanish ship out on the sea. Ship out on the
many of you know that I'm a teacher. Once again, writing sad songs because I am a mandatory reporter. And I played this song that I'm going to play now actually for our Jewish High Holy Days after I wrote a sermon about the children. And it will speak for itself. This is about child abuse.
Outfit change.
That's right.
I have a bigger bag as that.
It was never about you. It was never about you. It was never about you. And it never will be. So set them free. Set them free. Set them free. Set them free. What father do you justify the wrongs in your view? In the name of what mother do you think that the life of a ruined child belongs to you? Do you think they were given to serve your selfish greed? Do you think you have the right to bury their every need on the altar of servitude? It's time to change an attitude or two. You cannot compensate for what you think they did to you. You're messing with their dreams. Have you no shame? It's you we blame for all the pain. Is your life so bad to stricken theirs? Can you count your blessings tween their tears? How many times can you break a heart? Isn't it time to step up and do your part? How can you abdicate the sacred trust or walk away from this gift to us? It was never about you. And it never will be. It was never about things you feel you earned, or the candle that you burn at both ends, or the things you never heard in your head instead of being there for them. It was never about you. Never about you. It's never about you. And it never will be on the altar of servitude. It's time to change an attitude or two. You cannot compensate for things you think they did to you. You're messing with their dreams. Have you no shame? It's you we blame for all the pain. It was never about you. It was never about you. It was never about you. And it never will be. So set them free. Set them free. Set them free. Set them free. I don't don't just write downer songs.
Evidence, remember the first song?
Hey, you're not supposed to.
I don't know, maybe that was a downer song.
It was. It was
a fun
down
downer.
under the ground. It
Literally.
starts down under the ground.
Okay, so let's hasten on. This is a family story about Sequoia National Park, which my family has connections to going back about 4 generations. So it's about that. There were hard times, I'm told, 1934, when my dad and his dad set out on the road. An architect by trade, nothing being made. They heard the call of the redwoods. South of Sequoia, Granddad turned to say, take the wheel from here. His son learned more, entering the grove of the tallest trees that ever graced this earth. Imagine the child reaching to the sky as if to embrace the towering trees. Thousands of years the forest has survived, where wonder and reverence abide. 20 years on with my mom, standing in the grove of giant trees, climbing Morro Rock, clinging to the top in the wind, the canyon far below. Imagine the children reaching to the sky as if to embrace the towering trees. Thousands of years the forest has survived, where wonder and reverence abide. The huge hollow log at the edge of the meadow, the cabin with a view. Through the window we caught a glimpse of a scene from long ago. 30 years on with my wife and sons, silent in the majesty, still with surprise, eyes open wide within the cathedral of snow. Imagine the children reaching to the sky as if to embrace the towering tree. Thousands of years the forest has survived, where wonder and reverence abide. Where wonder and reverence abide.
A question for the audience. Up here on the stage, other than this youngster right here, we represent many, many years of being with the park. 35, 48. How many people in this audience have at least 20 years under their belt besides you guys who are 50? How many? Raise your hands. How about 30? 40? 50? Bunch of 50s. This song is for you. Not all songs are downer songs. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song all day long. When you see them walking down the street, the look in their eyes, the touch of their lives, their wisdom resides in their humble replies to all the changes that could arise. With no guarantees to get it all right, with promises kept and the words meaning so much more. They're singing each other's song, and they're singing each other's song. When two lives meld as one, it's a gift to behold, and a treasure unfolds that was never there before. Like a shirt that you comfortably wore for years, it appears to the world to be faded and worn, but reliably born on the tides of their days, shorn of the trappings of false cliches. They're singing each other's song. It's a lifelong hope on the road to that simple place full of grace. They're singing each other's song when it's living face to face, keeping a pace of the shifts in the winds of the day, when nothing stays the same and change is what remains. They're singing each other's song all day long. Days get along, always feelings of still belonging to you. What's in a song? It's been sung for oh so long. It's lovely to see time enchanted foreseen. It appears like a dream, but it's as real as it seems. What's in their lives? Touching closely survives. What's in a dream? When you live in the stream of a love song, the touch of a knowing hand, understanding that's traveled from so far away, down paths still traveled before this day, worn smooth, few rocks are still in the way. All the goodness in store for them, growing hold with the friend, holding on till the end. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song all day long. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song. They're singing each other's song all day long.
We really appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to close with one more tune. You'll see some words on the back. It's a short sing-along, but we're going to play it through instrumentally once, and then we'll sing it once, and then you can join us the last
We have
time.
never played a concert where the audience didn't sing with us at some point. When you're a folk singer like we are, that's what it's all about. It's not just us singing for you. It's like we all sing together. This is a real easy one for you.
A friend of mine wrote this piece on piano, and she had come out from back east to record at my house, and we had finished the song. It was just an instrumental, but it was stuck in my head. I was cleaning up the microphones and stuff in the evening, late, and it was just stuck in my head. I thought, I wonder if she'd mind if I wrote some words to it. It wants maybe just one verse and a chorus. And I sang it for her the next day, and she goes, I love that, you know. So it ended up being on both of our albums. I incidentally have a couple albums back there if you want to avail yourself of one, if you still have a CD player. What's that? The stuff's streaming as well, I'll swear. But anyway, so this song is called Simple Hymn. Done and the sun is gone, night has come and we're all alone. We feel their spirits in the room. Join us in this simple hymn. Lift your voice with mine, sing an easy rhyme about the stars in the velvet sky. Make it beautiful with your harmony, to ease our dreams till the day is done. To ease our dreams till the day is done. The day is done and the sun is gone.